Hi, Val.
Hi.
All right, everybody, this is Valerie. She's my daughter, and we're going to do a little bit different type of video today. We're going to do an interview. And the topic today is sign language. Can you say hi in sign language, Val?
Hi, my name is Valerie, A-L-E-R-I-E.
Look at you go. And how did you learn sign language?
I'm totally self-taught. I watch videos of actually deaf people in ASL culture do videos, as well as I have a bunch of ASL books
And
that
you
I just
said
kind of study.
you said ASL?
American Sign Language, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So basically everything you've learned is self-taught from the internet. Is that like YouTube?
YouTube usually for longer periods, like phrases or even full songs, but anything that's just certain words is usually just books.
And I've never learned sign language, but I'm going to guess you just watch and repeat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, everything is visual.
Perfect. And sign language is important to you because of why?
It started out as just kind of a hobby, something that I wanted to learn because I thought it was a really cool language to learn, something that didn't have to go from pencil to paper to reading to writing. It's just all with your hands. But now that I've done more research, I think it's actually really cool to learn it just to speak to other people while you're not in ear's distance.
Okay, and give me some benefits of sign language other than just communication.
It kind of broadens the hand to eye coordination with learning with your hands, as well as it can help your non-dominant hand with base signs such as walking or falling. It can just kind of put the distance, it bridges the gap between your hand and eye.
Okay, and give me some examples of how, as a communication tool, it can be important for people that don't have the disability where they cannot speak.
For example, in a large crowd or a concert, or even in a very quiet situation like the library, or even loud situations like concerts, or when you're behind very thick glass, you can talk to somebody and understand without having to yell, without not understanding or misinterpreting.
Okay, and you had a post on Facebook not too long ago. You can also use it in emergency situations if someone can't speak because they're unable to speak for whatever reason, emergency situation. And so communication can be a tool there that could save somebody's life.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to add about sign language before we call this good?
I think it's really important to kind of know the differences between each sign language. I know there's American Sign Language, there's British Sign Language, and then there's PSE, which is Personal Sign English. For example, earlier in the video when I said my name is Valerie, I said my name is Valerie, and then I spelled it out. That would be Personal Sign English because it's word for word, whereas ASL is its own language. It has its own structure. So what I'm personally learning is PSE, where I'm signing each and every word of the sentence or song or phrase, rather than the actual language.
And is that something that people who know the one type could pick up the other type relatively easily or understand each other even though it's different?
I think so, yes, because all of the signs themselves are the same, but it's putting them in a different order, such as in Spanish, the term "my house is red," "mi casa es rojo," is "my house is red," but in actual Spanish it would be "mi rojo casa," so "my red house" rather than "my house is red." It's just kind of the difference between straight through and making it sound educated.
Perfect. And do you want to say anything with sign language before we go?
I think some really important ones are bathroom and excuse me. So if someone's coming up to you and they obviously can't hear you, excuse me, and then I need the bathroom.
Perfect. Speaking of that, I'm going to go.
Okay.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
I hope everybody has a great day, and just take into account sign language can be important. Thanks.